So I finally got around to editing this Not So Berry house speed build for the mint generation of my Not So Berry challenge because this has just been sitting in my files for like ages and I completely forgot about it until I logged into my YouTube account and realized, oh crap, I haven't edited it, haven't done the voiceover, haven't not touched it since I filmed it. So that was a bit of a problem. But here it is. So I got the outside done pretty quickly. It's kind of basic because I only have like the default amount of money. I also spent literally forever trying to match like everything to the environment around it because the thing I hate the most is when like the building doesn't match the environments. Apart from like obviously Dan and Phil's like our slide house, that is the exception because they could do no harm in The Sims. Well, they could and they have, but that's beside the point. And with the exterior, I was having a full moment with it. I kind of hated the exterior because it was just annoying me, and it had to be mint because this is the mint generation of the Not So Berry challenge. That's a tongue twister and a half. But yeah, it was very green. I don't really build greenhouses, and well, I build greenhouses, but I don't build quite literal greenhouses because that would be a bit weird. I'm gonna give some context behind the Not So Berry challenge. This challenge was like created by Little Sims and I think one like another content creator. So yeah, and the basic rules are each heir must represent the color of the generation. The colors of the spouses don't matter. Money cheats can be used, not excessively. You may live wherever you please unless something is specified in the rules of a generation. Every generation is supposed to complete both the career and aspiration of the heir unless explicitly stated otherwise. Lifespan on normal, and then if we play the challenge, you hashtag not so berry. And this is like the start of the challenge. So this is the mint generation. So everything had to be like a minty green. And I kind of wanted to have like a mint choc chip kind of look to it. So I used brown quite a bit. And I don't know what I was thinking there, but I had a thought process. I don't think it was a good one, but it certainly was a thought process. So because the exterior is a bit boring, like it's an exterior, I'm just gonna talk about Generation 1, which is the Mint generation. So the sim that we're playing is a mischievous scientist that really loves the color mint. You're career driven, but still make time for silly pranks and outings with your closest friends. You love luxury and want the best for yourself and your family. And the traits that you have for the mint generation are vegetarian, jealous, and materialistic. The aspiration is chief of mischief, and she has to be in the science career. The rules of the mint generation are master the scientist career and complete the chief of mischief aspiration, master mischief and logic skill, and complete the elements collection, which I don't think I added an elements thing to this, but like we're gonna pretend that I did. I think I'm gonna have to add that when I next load the save because I kind of did forget that she had to like actually use the house. But now we're on to the exterior. This is the interior. So we I wanted to make like an office area because she's obviously probably going to be using her office quite a bit. I mean, she works, she's committed, she's driven, but there wasn't like room for a massive office. And I'm also really picky with like arches because nothing was matching and it really annoyed me. So I really tried. I really tried with this one. I think I ended up changing the wall height just so I got my way, which was a bit of a power move if I do say so myself. So we could use the better arches because I hate how there's certain arches for certain wall heights. It's just silly. I then went on to picking the wall colour because It had to be mint, and there wasn't a lot of mint options because all the wall colors I found were like green and blue, which is mint, but it's not minty enough. Like I really tried. So I used a lot from like the Plumbella kit, as I call it, because I can't actually remember what's actually called. And then I thought, oh, let's go full out with the mint. And then it was ugly. But I stuck with it for a little bit, I think. I don't know, I can't remember if I changed it, but it was just ugly and I did not like it, to be honest. And now we're on to the kitchen, which I was having a bit of a crisis of where to put this because obviously there's not a lot of space. I ended up using the cottage living kitchen units because they just looked better. And also I love cottage living as a pack. Like if I were a pack I would be cottage living. I got the very basic stuff because obviously we don't have unlimited money, and I wanted to make this money last because I tend to go overboard, especially when I'm building houses. I didn't want to do that this time because I have respect for my Sims sometimes on occasion when I can be bothered. And I was having a whole faff with the cupboards because I just didn't know what I wanted to do. I really didn't know. And I ended up just changing my mind a bunch of times, which watching back on this annoyed me. I don't know why I went for that color of cabinet when the other color that it like the first swatch is the mint color, but I just don't know what I was doing with this. And then we moved to the dining room, which wasn't really a room, it was a table with like two chairs because there is no space in this house for more than two chairs. And I really thought I was doing something with that color. And looking back at it, I really was not. I did add some baby things because we are gonna have to have a big loving family. But it was a room, and then I spent hours looking at sofas because I have so many packs at this point that I can't find anything. And all the sofa options in like base game without custom content because I tried to use it as a little custom. I don't think I used any custom content in this build, but I just didn't want to use custom content because that's a faff. I feel like a liar if I use custom content. The only expensive thing in this house is that bin because I want to make money as quick as possible. Like, I want money and I don't want any struggling, which I would have had if I didn't pick that. I then filtered for like green, blue, any color rugs. I honestly don't know why I went with that one, but I did. And then I got this cute pets doormat, which was a choice. It really was a choice. And I kept on adding things which just looked ugly because I hate the color mint. I hate that the first generation is, in my opinion, the worst color. There's hardly anything in the game that is mint. I went full out with the mint colors because like that's what you're meant to do. It's a not so berry challenge. You're meant to go full out, but I think I went too full out. I think this is too far. There's a limit, and I have already reached that limit. I then worked on the master bedroom, which will completely change later because I realized how much I hated it because it just looked bad. And I made it really boring, and like that's just not who my girl is. She's a mint girl through and through. I made her bedroom really, really boring, and then her bathroom even worse because of the layout. Like, why would you put the toilet next to the sink? Why? I don't know, but I did. So this is me completely changing the bedroom because I hated it. And it just looked really bad. It looked awful. And I wanted to make it look better, so I just added a lot of plants because that's kind of like minty. That's herby. That's like cute. I was kind of just trying to implement green and blue colors wherever I could through bedroom decor and plants. I found that really cute end table. I then realized I did not decorate this bathroom whatsoever, so I added some like small little things, and then we're onto the roof, which is kind of boring. It's a roof, like it took forever, but it's a roof. I think that's where I'm going to leave this speed build. I will eventually complete this challenge. I just need to find the time to do it. But yeah, so I'm just gonna speed through the rest of this, and then there'll be a house tour at the end, and it'll be really cute.